Hello everyone and welcome back to our Satisfactory Let's Play. Should be episode 32, I believe. So we're getting there. In this episode we are going to be setting up our nuclear fuel rod production plant. So we should be able to produce 21 nuclear fuel rod, or uranium fuel rods per minute when we're done here. You can see I've done just a little bit here. I played around with the customizer and I really like this look of this coated concrete. That looks really good. I'm going to use that here for the outside surfaces, and then for the inside I think I'm probably going to use the normal concrete one. But just to show you guys what I'm talking about, in case you don't know, I'm sure you probably already do, but you just click here on which type of block you want, and then you just click on the block. It takes a little bit of materials, 2 plastic here, and it switches it over. So I left that one there so I could just show you. And then on the inside I think we'll use the normal concrete. So this will be the inside of our factory, and all you have to do is just spread it around like this. And all it does is take a little bit of concrete. And I think we'll do that on the inside. I'm guessing that will reflect light a little better than the coated. Even some boxes over there. Probably plates. Yes. Okay, where's our plates at? We'll just toss a stack of those. Now, what I'm thinking is concrete should be the theme here for nuclear. It just seems right. Concrete is probably the best insulator versus radiation that I know of. So I think we're just going to put some concrete walls here. Let's see. Do we have to go to walls first? Basic wall. Windows. Automatic gate. That was kind of cool. Bare walls. Alright, so do we put the wall down or do we just customize concrete wall? Can we just do that? No, okay, it looks like we now put the basic wall down. And then we can customize it later with the concrete. Okay, and zooping. I don't know if I mentioned this yet. Zooping is awesome. Look at that. It's what I've been wanting for quite some time. Let's run this down. Looks like you can only do 10 at a time. Okay, that'll be the starter edge of our factory here. Then I'm going to try the customizer and see if we can change this to a concrete wall. Yes, we can. It's just that easy. Oh, I'm liking this. They did a good job on this update. It's just a cosmetic update, but I'm actually having a lot of fun with it, I'm finding. They did a really good job. Yeah, I think that's going to look good for the outside of our nuclear factory. Now, can I still put conveyor stuff in here? Because let's see. To start here, we are going to need... We'll have to run some more wall down here. Oh, I love this zooping. I love it. Makes the building so much easier. Okay. Now, can we put, though, like a conveyor wall in? Assuming we can, and change that to concrete. So let's see, we're going to need sulfuric acid. Let's do a single hole. Is that on plane or is that on plane? Look here. Yeah. There we go. I'll need another one here. Didn't line that up too well to begin with, did I? Let's see here. Do a triple one here, I suppose? I really wish you could move that hole around. Do a double one. Belt in. So that's our in feed, one of our in feeds, and that's one of our out feeds. It's a little crooked there. Oh well. We'll deal with it. Okay. And then we'll need another one down here. Is this in line? I doubt it. Doesn't look like it. Double wall might do it. Sulfuric acid is our first step here, guys. This will be another return. I do wish we could just do one hole in the wall if we want to, and put it where we want in the, but I guess you can't have everything, right? I need to stop complaining. They're doing all kinds of cool stuff for us. Let's just let them keep going, see where it goes. And then customizer. Concrete. Yes, we can do it. Awesome. I'm loving it. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so start setting some machines down in here. Not sure if I want to hook power up now. I'll put a power thing down here. Power switch. Put it right here. There in and out on this, I believe there is. It's been a while since I've used these. A and B. That's backwards. Power switch is off. Okay, good deal. We'll bring power in. Oops. Into A, and I'm assuming out to B. We'll do a double wall. So when we're ready to power this whole factory on, we should be able to just flip the switch. Operational. Off. Excellent. Okay. So, for machines, we're going to need... We're going to build 3 different banks. So we're going to need... In this bank, we're going to need 7 unpackagers to unpackage the sulfuric acid. And then 14 blenders for each set of packagers. And then we'll do that 3 times to get all of our uranium fuel rods here. So, probably have to add some concrete out here, add some stuff. But for now, let's just start with the packagers. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. I'm going to need some power in here to fly around. Yeah, we'll think about that later. Alright, so packager. Production, packager. So... Orange is the output, right? No, orange is the input. Been a while since I played this game. Alright, so how much room do we want to leave inside? We'll leave two blocks here. To go around the outside, we'll need belts and stuff like that. Yeah, 2 blocks should be alright. So we'll put... Actually, we probably should have turned that. Need 7 of these total. One on this side. Yeah, we should probably all in-feed. Yeah, probably. In-feed from one side, have 2 outputs. Just a second here. Just for now, so we can fly around. We can delete this later. 2, 3. And 4. As you can see, I still haven't figured out my mouse issue. This is my third mouse trying to figure out the issue. Ooh, and I'm low on steel beams. Alright, I'll cut out going to get some more steel beams, guys. Alright, it was dark when I got back over here, so I wanted to wait for the sun to come up so you guys can see what's going on. So, in the meantime, I just expanded this out a bit and customized it and all that stuff. So, just to make more room, we're going to need to expand this more yet. But, for now, let's see. We'll put a packager in here, the last packager we need for this line. Okay. Need to belt this stuff up. So let's see. We are going to need packaged sulfuric acid to come down here and through here. Put some splitters in. Come on. There we go. I love being able to fly over everything. Don't need to put everything up in the air anymore. Let our autosave happen. Those autosaves are getting pretty long. Let's see. Put some belts in here. There we go. I will need some outputs over here. We're going to get rid of that power pole here at some point. These are the outputs for our empty containers. Oh, let's see. These will likely feed back this way. Yeah. Some more power out here. Just for now. Build everything up, get everything going. Then this. Come back here. There, looks good. Is that crooked or am I crazy? I don't think it's crooked. Kind of looks crooked, but isn't. Yeah, that's right. Okay. So we'll need to bring our first package sulfuric acid. So how are we going to do this here? Run it down the wall. Yeah, that's what we do. Put that in there. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to need a pipe out. Let's see. How do we want to do this? There we go. Stackable pipeline. How high do we want to go? Go all the way out here, why not? Need to come how far out? Okay. Yeah, Mark II. Build mode. Purple. Oh, nice. We can control lock that now, so it's perfect. I like it. Oh, yeah. Looks good. So far, so good. All of our in feeds. Okay, we're going to want to merge these into one out feed. Let's see. Where's dead center here? I think that's going to look right. Okay, so that should be sulfuric acid. Need to hook power up and everything, of course. And we can get rid of these now. And this will need to return to there. There we go. Too steep. Perfect. This one's actually going to need to split. We'll do that later. Okay. Alright, for now, let's get rid of that. That. So here we are going to need 14 blenders, so 2 rows of 7. So the pipe is going to come out of here, down this way. Kind of. Might have put this too close to the wall. I might have to move things over, shift stuff a little bit. We'll figure this out here in a second. Let's just start with the first blender. The in feeds on the left. Come on, mouse. There we go. Alright, so that's the middle. Yeah, this is actually plenty of room here. We are going to need to bring uranium over. I went and deleted all my PowerPoints. Need to bring uranium over and out this way. So, need to leave a little bit of space here. That should be good right there. I really shouldn't have deleted those power poles, so we'll throw another one in here. Did not need to put it there. Of course. There we go. That ought to do it. Okay, we're going to need some more building space out here, I'm sure, but for now... Two, 3, 4. Definitely going to need some more building space. Zoop it. Oh, I love zooping. I'm addicted to zooping. Customizer. We'll do the customizing before we put the machines down. That way, you know, we get under all the machines. Don't leave any spaces. Pretty sure if I took some of those drone points down over there, there'd be spots underneath them where this was not the right color, so I know it's kind of ridiculous to be that worried about it, but still. There we go. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 3 more. I finally got that matching, or that sort of point click and thing to work. It took me quite a while to figure out how to get that to work with my setup. Let's see, wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. 6. 7. For power. I really wish this jetpack or hoverpack had a longer range. Would help a lot. Okay, so we'll need 7 more of these, though, on this side. Now, thing is, let's see. Wondering if I should offset these or if I should not offset them. Can't really decide. Do I want the pipes line up, or do I want the... Nah, I think we'll just keep them straight in here. Let's do it this way. So, 14 blenders. Now we're going to set these for encased uranium cells. Is that right? Yes, that's right. Alright, so we'll need 40 sulfuric acid, but they put out 10. So what we'll do is we'll feed these back into that. So actually what we need is... Did I do this right? I'm pretty sure I did this right. Grab my ear. Alright, so we have 14 machines. We need 30 apiece, so... let's see. So we need 420 total input. I'm pretty sure our packagers put out exactly 420. So if I did this right, and I think I did all this math months and months ago, so at this point I'm kind of needing to double check everything. So to make sure nothing's changed. Unpackaged sulfuric acid, there we go. And each of these will do 60. Unpackaged 60. So 60 times 7, 420. Exactly 420. Exactly what we need. And we'll need these for each line, 3 lines. So we'll need this. We'll need to hook belt, obviously belt and do all the hookups and everything on this, which I'll probably do off camera. But we'll need this exact setup 3 times down there to get all of the encased uranium cells that we're going to need. So I'm probably going to do all this off camera and just boop it in, but I will see you in a few. Okay guys, this is our first floor complete. I've got all our machines down to make our encased uranium cells. Just wanted to show the outside real quick. Get that done. Got everything running in here now. Got some stuff going straight to the roof for our second set of operations. I got concrete running in down here. The only thing I don't have running in yet is the uranium. We're going to set that up last so that it doesn't radiate the whole area while I build. But let's see here. So we got packaged sulfuric acid. We're going to unpackage 60 per minute. And 7 machines, that's 420. That's coming into here. We got a valve set up to limit this to 420. Then we have 2 in-feed valves here because each of these blenders will put out 10 per. So we have 70 from the right side and 70 on the left side. Oops. There we go. So we should get a total of 560 acid going down this middle line, which is exactly what we need to make our encased uranium cells. So we'll be using all 2100 uranium. I believe 630 concrete in total. And we should produce 1050 uranium encased uranium cells. So everything's power's ran. I haven't hooked power up yet. We'll turn it all on at once, make sure everything works. But as you can see, we have 3 different banks of each of these lines, like I told you before. So everything is set up. I went with green in here, by the way, just to match the color of our blenders here. Once you set the recipe, it turns the blender color, the color for uranium, encased uranium cells. So that is our entire first floor. Now we have 2 different end feeds for sulfuric acid, so I had to get a little creative here. Sulfuric acid comes in here, one of them goes to this bank of machines and then splits and feeds this middle machine. And then the other one I ended up bringing down over here instead of the way I had it set up before to go into this bank, and then it also splits and goes into this bank, so that all 3 banks should be fed equally. And then our out feeds for our empty containers, well, again, this one will come in and go here. This one actually splits between both of these, goes here and down there, and then this one actually comes in and goes here, since we only have 2 in feeds for sulfuric acid and 2 out feeds for empty containers. And I did go ahead and put a drone on that last port down there for sulfuric acid, just to make sure everything runs smoothly once we start it. Then I also brought in our, I believe these are, yeah, the electromagnetic control rods. They go upstairs. And our encased industrial beams, they go upstairs. And then down here at the other end of the building, long way down here, we have our 2 lines of what will be our encased uranium cells going up, and each of these lines should be 530 encased uranium cells apiece, or 525, I suppose, actually. But they go upstairs on this side. So upstairs we need to lay down all of our factories, or all of our and it's been so long, all of our manufacturers. So we need to set those down. We'll need 52 and a half, so 53 with 1 at 50%, to make 21 uranium fuel rods a minute. So that's what our second floor is going to be doing. So yeah, we've got our in feeds here, and I got our 2 in feeds down there you can barely see. But I need to set up 52 and a half manufacturers up here. So again, I'll come back to you guys when I get that done and set up, and show you guys around, and then we'll be ready to turn the whole thing on. See you soon. Okay, everyone, this is our second level complete. We have 53 manufacturers up here ready to make uranium fuel rods. So all we need to do at this point is activate our drone ports, get our uranium over here. I'll need to check the throughput on those, and then just flip the power switch, and this entire building should turn on. The power switch is my actual one big concern, honestly. I told you many episodes ago that we were going to jump start our nuclear production. This is the outside of the building here. I haven't decided yet like what kind of decorations or anything that we're going to do here. I'm sure we'll do something, put a roof on it, whatever, but at this point I just want to get this started and get these made. So back to our jump starting. If we look here at our power, see our consumption is 13,000, our production's only 19,000, but our max consumption's way up here, because everything has been sitting idle for quite some time. But we do have a lot of power storage, that's why we set it up in the beginning. So the idea here is we turn this factory on, as long as our max consumption, because all these lines for these, the whole sulfuric acid factory is going to turn on, the electromagnetic control rod factory, or well, our main base, all the downline for the electromagnetic control rods are going to all turn on. 2 of our concrete production factories are going to turn on, and 2 of our steel factories for our encased industrial beams, and part of our other concrete factory over there. So a lot of stuff is going to turn on. It's going to take a lot of power, and if I calculated everything right, we should be okay. But that doesn't mean I did, so we'll find out, I suppose. But I want to start with this one over here. This is the only one whose throughput I'm a little concerned about. It's possible that we may need to set out another one here and merge them together before they split. I don't think so, but I want to set this one up first. So this port Let's see, actually, what are we going to name this port? Uranium supply number 7. Okay, so this port is going to go to what we call the Pikes Peak. And then the Pikes Peak is going to come back to this one. Oh, no, we want this one to go to this port. My bad. Yeah, that's what it is. So this port went to Pikes Peak, and we want Pikes Peak to come back to this one. That makes sense now. Alright, so that one's done. And we better land here and put our hazmat suit on. This one will be uranium supply 6. And it is going to go to, not the swamp, Red Forest, yes. Red Forest 2, and then Red Forest will come back to this port. And now we're getting the hang of this. This one will also come back to, or go to the Red Forest. Uranium supply 5. So we go to uranium, not swamp, Red Forest. This one will go to 1, and that one will come back to this port. Okay. Still that one? No. This will be uranium supply 4. And this one will go to the uranium by our main base. Uranium cave. It'll come back to this port. And uranium supply 3. Starting to get toasty over here. Then this will go to uranium cave 1. And it'll come back to this port. This will be number 2. And it's going to go to the swamp. Number 2, and it'll come back to this one. And this one is already set up. Uranium input, we'll call that supply. Why to put batteries in there? Oh, that's right, I set this one off a while back. There we go. This one's already got uranium. I need to check the throughput on this one down here. I need to check them all, but this is the one that I'm most worried about here. Let this unload first, then we'll check the throughput. As long as it's over 300 a minute, we're good. If not, we'll need to set another drone port and drone down. Should take off again. Climb up here, I suppose. Okay. This one's still over 300. This one's over 300. The rest of them should be too, honestly. But we should be good. It still says 189. I don't know. We might have to work on that later. It really shouldn't have any issues, unless I forgot to put batteries in one, maybe. That's the only thing I can think of. But either way, we should be good. Let me just check these, see how much we have built up. Appear to be full already. Okay, let's go flip the switch and see what happens, guys. I'll explain this the best I can. I'm hoping that when I flip the switch, it won't just blow the breaker immediately. Like I said, we have all this power built up, 22,400 megawatts. So I'm hoping that when I can at least run this for about a half hour. What we need to do is we need to build up some uranium fuel rods so that once I build the nuclear powers plants, that it will not... We'll have uranium fuel rods to jumpstart the whole system, because the plutonium processing takes a massive amount of electricity. So wish me luck, guys. Flipping the switch. Before I flip this switch, why don't I remind you guys to hit that like button for me. The more people that like the video, the more people that watch the video. The more people that watch the video, the more people that like the video. You get the idea, the better it works. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that for me. But I'm going to throw this switch here. Cringed a little bit when I did that. Upped our max to 36.9. Okay, we should be fine. With our storage anyway. Power usage isn't going up very fast, but things are going in, so things are actually working in here. Can't wear my suit anymore. We're making sulfuric acid. So we should be making encased uranium cells. Go down here to the end. We should have encased uranium cells coming out of here. Waiting on sulfuric acid yet. Show you what I did down here too, just to balance everything. We do have some encased uranium cells going upstairs. Excellent. Okay, so I threw a smart splitter in here that will just overflow to that line, and a smart splitter on that line that will overflow to this line, so that no matter which line gets full or backed up there, the other will bypass and go over to them. So once this whole system fills up and the overflow gets going, I don't see any red lights. It's kind of hard to see from down here on the ground, and I can't really fly around, so I believe, though, we're all good. I might have to eat some inhalers later and fly through here just to make sure. But we should be making some uranium fuel rods upstairs. Man, this is slow without the jetpack. It's 52.5. One of these is the very last one is underclocked. Seeing a bunch of yellow lights, that's what I like to see. How long does it take to make one of these? 0.4 per minute. It takes quite a while. So one of these will have to get to 50 before it will get any. Maybe this one down here has it. Yes, this one is making one. Excellent. And it's starting to fill up. It'll take quite a while for all this stuff to build up. This last one here is at 50% because we needed 52.5. So this one's only at 50% capacity. That'll use our full 1,050 encased uranium cells. And eventually they should get some in here. Not seeing any red lights. They're all yellow because we're still building stuff up. There's a green one finally running. Awesome. Takes quite a while to make these, doesn't it? It's going to take quite a while to fill that container up down there. I want to check the power before I end the episode, guys, just to see where we're at and how much it's got spiked and gone up. We're bringing everything over here, so all these lines over at our factory and our 2 concrete factories all should be turning on by now. since the drones are all going over and picking everything up, our whole sulfuric acid factory should be turned on by now. So all the drones are running sulfuric acid, it looks like. So we should be good as long as our power hasn't spiked too high. Although I'm assuming that we're actually running off of backup power by now. We're going in and out of backup power, so not everything's turned on yet, but everything will turn on eventually. Let's see, using battery power for a while, and then we're just going up and down over it. I'm sure that once everything does turn on in all the places, we'll be above our production line and we'll be on 100% battery power. Okay, it's been a couple hours now, so everything that I was worried about, like our power here, is obviously holding up well. We're still running off battery, but about everything is starting to back up in here, and will back up fully eventually before that power runs out anyway, and then we'll be back to storing power once everything goes back to idle. And the other thing I was worried about was the throughput of the drones, and that was something it turns out I didn't need to worry about at all. The thing that I actually needed to worry about was the sulfuric acid. So the sulfuric acid drones were getting stuck over at our sulfuric acid factory, and it was because basically I completely messed up when I built that thing with the way I routed the empties. I had too many empties going to one side and not enough going to the other, and it clogged the whole system. So that was the first problem with sulfuric acid. Now, I did shut this whole plant down for a little bit while I fixed that over there, and then when I came back here I started it again. So it did charge batteries a little bit, but I think we would have been fine regardless. The second issue I had with sulfuric power, or sulfuric acid anyway, was these pipes. And I actually put valves in up here originally. Let's see if I can get up here without falling. So originally I had put valves here and set them to 420, and then I set each of these to 70. So I actually ended up opening these up to 600, and the valves here are still important so that the fluid can't backflow into the output of these machines, the blenders. But this valve, even when I was turning it to 600, for some reason the flow was going up and down so much that it was actually cutting off. I wasn't getting enough flow to these into blenders on all three of these. So these into blenders would just turn on for a little bit every once in a while and then shut off because they weren't getting enough acid. And for some reason, just removing that valve, even though I had eventually set the valve to just 600 anyway, it was still doing it. So removing that valve on each one of these actually got all of these last six blenders, 2 in each line, and got all of them to work 100% of the time. But that took quite a while to figure out. So sulfuric acid ended up being the giant, well, you know. But anyway, so that's all good now though. So everything down here is 100%, and everything upstairs was always working fine, just wasn't getting enough of this stuff. So, but it's been running for quite a while now, and the upstairs is working. I'll show you, things are getting backed up there. The machines themselves aren't backed up yet, but I think that storage unit should be completely full by now. Let's go down this way. Yeah, see, these machines are not, looks like they're all on, but none of them are full yet, so the machines will get full here soon. See, they're backed up all the way to here already, so we know our storage unit is done. But there we go, that is our 21 uranium fuel rods per minute. So once these machines are all completely backed up, which is where we want it to be before we actually activate any, because we're using the overflow method, we want all these machines to be completely backed up before we actually activate any nuclear power plants, which we haven't built yet. But here is the plan with that. So out here somewhere we're going to be putting foundations down out here, and then running our nuclear power plants out this way, 105 of them in total. So once we get all 105 of them down, we'll split this one outfeed line into 5 lines, feed all 5 lines of nuclear reactors that we'll have out here. And I'm not even sure how much power that's going to make. It's going to make a lot, way more than we'll probably ever use. So that is the idea, and the whole jump starting thing, the whole idea that we've had to jump start this whole factory and the nuclear power and everything worked out perfectly. So something I planned many episodes ago actually worked out. You know, it's kind of nice to see. So that is probably going to be this episode. We are making 21 uranium fuel rods a minute. And like I said, beginning of next episode, we'll be laying down the nuclear power plants. And then by the end of next episode, we'll have our plutonium processing recycling area completely built. And then we will start up the nuclear power plants to see how much power we get, guys. So I will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Hey guys, before we end the episode, let's see how many people we can get to click that subscribe button. Right there on the middle of the screen where it's flashing. Hey, good job. There's one. And another. Hey, you guys are getting it. Alright, that's enough of that. I'm not greedy. I want to thank you guys for watching the episode, and I will see you in the next video.